Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today my friend and I will explain our sustainable development goal project. Our topic is food bank for human.
Assalamu alaikum. Hello everyone. I'm Ibrahim Muhammad Albab. Today I would like to talk about Sustainable Development Project. First of all, I want to talk about the background of the community. This project is mainly targeted at the African continent community. Africa is the world's second largest continent and almost entirely isolated continent with just a minor land bridge between the African mainland and Western Asia in the northeast. With its nearby islands, the continent covers nearly 20% of the Earth's total land area, where Algeria is Africa's most populous country. The continent of Africa is divided into 48 countries, with six land states also regarded to be part of the continent. The world's second largest continent is home to 1.34 billion people, or nearly 14% of the world's population, as of the report of 2020. Until the early 2000s, Africa's tale was one of hunger, poverty, terrorism, local ethnic and religious strife, corruption, bribery, and disease epidemics. However, the continent has achieved remarkable progress in the last 2 decades and is on the road to a brighter future. Growing political stability, aggressive economic growth plans, and better living circumstances are the example of remarkable progress. Africa may still be dealing with many of the same issues. The improvement of Africa's health and living circumstances is the continent's third main concern. Despite significant advances in recent years, Africa remains the continent with the most deficient medical care and living possibilities. Thus, we decided to mainly focus on the second Sustainable Development Goals, which is no hunger, as we will conduct the food bank project, particularly in Somalia and Uganda, which is generally known for the hunger crisis. Secondly, reasons behind this project. So, it is our concern to help this community from these significant problems. As for our team, this project will be conducted with a leader who will guide everything done in this project. The strength of our team management will contribute to the success of our project, as we will ensuring that our members do detailed work that has been specifically designed according to their expertise. We will conduct this food bank project as we are aware that some people in the African continent didn't get their food significantly to the needs. We want to help poor people of the African community by providing food and establishing a better healthcare system. In those countries, there are many reasons why Africa and sub Saharan Africa, in particular, are suffering from food problems such as food insecurity and insufficient food, and failing to meet its nutrition needs and targets. While for the healthcare issues, the healthcare systems in Africa pay little attention to the critical interface between education and health. Some previous efforts are done by a renowned organization which is known as Food and Agricultural Organization. By solving these crises in this community, our teams will have to mainly provide some benefits to this community. As a result, we can fulfill their demands and hope and needs. Where will we run this project? We will carry out this project in African communities. Our team has mainly targeted the country facing the hunger crisis in the African continent, such as Somalia and Uganda. This problem is based on a report by the United Nations Office. According to the United Nations Office for the Coordination of Humanitarian Affairs, which is OCHA, probably 2.7 million Somalis may suffer acute food shortages in the coming months as drought conditions spread across the country. Our targeted insurance is AIA insurance. We are using this insurance as their policy is convincing is as Essential business protects our company and operates and provides a financial safety. Thank you very much. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Okay, next I will explain how we will conduct this Sustainable Development Goals project. As for our project, we are doing based on the second and third Sustainable Development Goal, which are zero hunger and good health and well-being. According to United Nations, the number of people who suffer from hunger measured by the incidence of undernourishment began to climb again in 2015 after decades of steady reduction steadily. As we always see in the media, we are aware that Somalia is one of the country that faces the need and doesn't achieve the second SDG goals, zero hunger. In Africa, hunger is increasing at an alarming rate. The COVID-19 pandemic, conflict, drought, economic wars, and extreme weather reverse years of progress. To fulfill the SDGs goal in this continent, we propose to provide them with a food bank. Food bank usually provide free foods for those who do not have any money to buy food for their own and their family. Those people tend to not get their food even on their daily basis. This food bank project will be conducted in a country with conflict and food shortages and mainly focuses on the area that consists of people who lack poverty and could not get their food significantly. This food bank will be placed in the stranded land that we purchased by using the USD 15,000. We will also hire the local people near the food bank to handle the food bank's need and deal with the people in need. To achieve this goal, our team will be working with Tesco. As we know, it is the world's third largest retailer in gross revenue and the ninth largest in terms of revenue. By collaborating with Tesco, we can send the groceries and food to supply the food bank implicated in the specific area at the stranded land that we have purchased before. As for the long-run supply, we will collaborate with Malaysian NGOs such as the Lost Food Project by introducing the funds raising to help people in the African country. As for the precaution, our teams will also collaborate with public banks in Malaysia, CIMB banks, to ensure that the food supply can be provided to them in the long run term for the people in those continents. We need to make sure that this food bank project having enough groceries such as rice, meats, and others suitable along with their needs in order to gain their long-run benefit. By purchasing these items, they can get the food for free from the food bank near their place to get anything they want. Ensuring that this community have good health and well-being, we will indirectly be achieving the second and third goal of the Sustainable Development Goals, which is zero hunger and good health and well-being. Thus, this food bank project is expected to supply to long-run benefit for the African continent nowadays and even the future. Next, I will focus on the strategy of our investment for the Sustainable Development Goals project. For our strategy of investment, we decided to invest in the bank that we are collaborated with, which is CIMB banks. As for our strategy, we decided to do value investing. It is based on Warren Buffett, who popularized value investing as an investment technique. The idea behind his value investing technique is simple. We buy cheaper stocks than they should be. As for our group, we will invest with our collaborated bank, which is CIMB banks. By using this technique, we will buy stocks that are cheaper than they should as a precaution for our investment. The benefit that we gain from this investment will be used to increase the quality and quantity of our food to help more people get their rights and the food needed. We will use the way that we will mitigate the effects of inflation over time through a contractionary monetary policy. A contractionary policy aims to limit the money supply inside an economy by dropping bonds prices and increasing interest rates. This helps to minimize spending because when the money is scarce, people choose to keep it and save it rather than spend it. It also implies that there is less financing available, which might lead to spending cuts. Last but not least, here are some of our references. And I think that's all from us. Thank you for listening and